Hey, my people, it's Diary of a Coach, episode 17. This episode is titled, Please Don't Slander Other Coaches. Please don't slander other coaches. One of the misconceptions some coaches have is that when you slander another coach, you'll be at an advantage with the client. Some people think it is in talking down someone else that their own opportunities may show up. I think it's a sad misconception, and maybe it is an unconscious thing. See, we need to get some facts straight. There is no coach on earth that is flawless. Nobody. There is no coach on earth that is pure, that is perfect. The truth is, no matter how much we try, we are just making as much efforts to be as prim and proper, as professional as we may be. And it is in a very good faith for us to understand that everybody is doing their possible best with what they know. So it is okay to have challenges. It is okay to have disagreements. It's okay to fall out with other people. It's okay to have any form of misconceived positions. There's nothing wrong in conflict. There's absolutely nothing wrong with disagreements. There's absolutely nothing wrong with arguments and falling out. It's absolutely okay in the industry for colleagues to disagree and stop communicating for as long as they want. It's absolutely okay for colleagues to fall out and not want to be in touch with each other. It's okay. But what is not okay is for you to consciously or unconsciously begin to stigmatize this person. You begin to go from person to person talking about this coach and saying what you have gone through about this coach and how this is causing you pains or how this is disturbing you, and you don't know unconsciously that you are affecting the business of this person. You are affecting all the people that are benefiting from his business or her business. You are affecting the reputation of this person. You are affecting the confidence threshold of this person. You are affecting the many chances. The thing is, and the unfortunate thing is that when you now in future seem to have received a better understanding of the conflict, when you now feel like, you are ready for compromise or reconciliation, it is not possible for you to go back and start undoing all the damage you've done. It's practically impossible. So all the efforts you spend slandering your colleague or your fellow coach has gone ahead of you. And there is no opportunity for you to go back and unslander them, if there's a word like that. It's absolutely unfair. Absolutely unfair. It's sad. I have some personal stories of people who have come to share their pain about what they've gone through with other people, and people who have come to share how they've been slandered by other people. And while I will not even explain any of these scenarios for confidentiality's sake, I can only say the following thing. Number one, remember that the measure with which you have served other people, you will be served. It's a principle of life that we cannot run away from. If people have dealt with you sincerely, if people have related with you from the truth of their nature, if people have tried to be kind to you, and because they have made an error or a slip or a mistake, or even if it has been a pattern that they have had, that they are struggling with, because I've met people, and I also have my experiences, where we are struggling with a particular pattern of weakness. A particular pattern of weakness is what some of us, every one of us, have a particular pattern of weakness. So if you have suffered that pattern of weakness, in your own opinion, you think slandering them in public or with many people is the only way of getting back to them? I have good news for you. That which you serve people is what you'll be served with. Take it. That is why some people cannot stand that their story is shared. You know why? Because they themselves share other people's stories. So the way they share other people's stories, the way they are insecure about people hearing about their own stories, it is tit for tat. Life is like that. Number 2, when someone has hurt you, I strongly believe that the first place of healing is internal. Self-preservation is key. And if you cannot tell this person or have a time to share with this person, it is important to weigh your options between telling a third party or waiting till a better time to share with this person. There is no right or perfect answer to that. But it is not wise to be telling many people. I have a coach who told me that he faced an attack from someone who claimed to be attacking him because of another person who the person said he had offended. So the attacker was not even the offended. The attacker was representing someone who was the offended, because the offended told him, and not just him, other people. It is not fair. It's not fair. So we need to remember, when you have been hurt, you need to weigh your options between waiting till the right time to have this conversation with the offender or taking it to a third party, because the third party also has other people that they will share these things with. It does not stop with the third party. It's very important for you to understand the implication of this. And number 3, remember, the truth is, who amongst us has not committed a sin? He who is without sin should cast the first stone. Maybe that is why it's very easy for me to move on from issues, because I just tell myself, actually, person must offend you. There's nothing you can do about it. Sometimes moving on looks like you blocked it out. Moving on looks like you don't want to think about it. Moving on looks like it's easy for you to just dump everything or dump everything and move on. Sometimes actually, it's self-preservation. Sometimes it's the realization that other people get hurt and you too, you have hurt other people. So that is a sense of maturity. A mature coach would respect the profession and not water down the profession by slandering other coaches. A mature coach would respect the pedigree of his colleague and not try to score cheap points by creating drama and trying to bring other people down consciously or unconsciously. A mature coach will use coaching tools to recover and heal, then face the issue and deal with it, rather than looking for who to gather as a company of misery. A mature coach does not do that. So this morning, my conversation is to advise us as coaches. Please, let us not slander other coaches. There are times when we discuss our colleagues with the purpose of objectivity, advice, counsel. But the thing is, if you cannot say what you said behind them in front of them, then you need to check yourself. That means the aim of the conversation in the first place was to slander. But if you know that whatever you can say behind a person, you can say in front of them, then by all means say words that are laced with grace and not salty with evil, not having intents to bring down, not being vindictive, not being unforgiving, not being deliberately treacherous. These have long consequences, not to the person you are slandering, because later, the way God works, whom you have slandered will grow. You, the slanderer, will be stagnated because you are held down by your bile. You're held down by your hate. You're held down by your vindictiveness. God is perfect. He gives grace to that which is a victim. And then he gives you the opportunity to check yourself. But where you persist, he now leaves you alone. He does not honor the proud or arrogant. So I just need you to understand this profession is hallowed. This profession is graceful. This profession, this coaching call is spiritual. Please don't slander your fellow coaches. I hope this makes some sense to you. If it does, kindly share this video. I appreciate the people that joined me this morning. Very new people. Courage. My boss. It's been a while, bro. God bless you. Good to see you. Pete Boniface. Good to see you. Ada Okeke, my Oga's wife. Good to see you. I hail you too. Okon Willie. Thank you for joining my video. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Kindly share it. I'll be glad if you do. And please don't forget, this is Diary of a Coach. Today's episode is episode 17. It says, please don't slander your fellow coaches or don't slander other coaches. Take care and God bless.